Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Neon Noire. I'm a half Italian, half Canadian drag queen living in Amsterdam. And if you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Okay, today we are on my sofa. It is nighttime. I got my glasses on because it's late, right? And the Meet the Warriors just dropped and I was like, let's watch it on camera. I might turn this into a video. If you're watching it, then I definitely turned it into a video. Let's get my original reactions live and let's talk about the Warriors a little bit and maybe you'll find out some tea that we probably shouldn't be talking about. With that said, let's get into it. First up, we have Elektra.
Hi, my name is Elektra, and I came to electrify you all up. I come from Belgrade, Serbia. My pronouns are she, her, obviously.
Obviously.
First was the Alex name because I wanted to have like a gender fluid name that I can use in and out of drag because I'm trans and have to find my lights, I guess.
Shall I just say it? Protect the dolls.
And the Elektra part, well, I really like the Elektra movie with Jennifer Garner, and everybody told me I look like her out of drag and in drag when I started doing.
So I'm not an Elektra fan personally, but I am a Daredevil fan. Like Marvel was my key when I was a kid, 1997. Yes, I'm old. When we got Spider-Man and Daredevil in one video, like that was it. So I get this whole like loving Marvel and Elektra vibes.
I've been doing drag for shy of 10 years.
10 years. Crazy. 10 years. Baby, that explains a lot. Like, I'm here like a newbie compared to these people. And I don't even think I'm a newbie. I thought I was old in the game.
Started in 2015. Although
2015. Hell to the no. I was still living in Canada in 2015.
I was doing cross-dressing before.
So wait, 10 years of drag, but cross-dressing even before? Yo.
I started watching RuPaul from season 2.
I was watching from season 4. And just because I was watching it from season 4, I didn't pick up drag until the pandemic.
My biggest inspirations for drag, well, I had a lot of inspirations and I still have a lot of inspirations. I cannot just pick one. I may say Raja, Raven, even Carmen Carrera.
Carmen Carrera makes a lot of sense for Alex. Except for Alex does sometimes like this, you know, like edgier stuff. I wonder where that comes from.
Sonique Love, Kylie. Well, I decided to compete because the little bird told me it was Serbian favoritism.
The fact that we have like a Serbian queen every season, like they're coming to play on this show. I'm the first queen from Northern Europe ever. And that's a lot more than Serbia. You know, we're just saying like all of Northern Europe.
I'd say what caught my eye in season 1 was Christy Da Vinci because girl has some style and taste.
Fun fact about Christy Da Vinci, didn't she go on to like design some clothes for Lexi Love on Drag Race? So, you know, people in this competition are good.
Also from season 2, there's like my sister AJ Knox, honey. How can I not relate to her?
See, that makes sense. Like that AJ Knox edginess, Alex has some of that in her. So like, don't sleep on this one. Okay, next we are gonna go with Aqua Flora.
I'm not just queen of the castle. I am the castle.
Yes, you are.
Hey Drag Duel friends, it's me, Aqua Flora, and I'm the gender fluid druid of Portland, Oregon. I am 25 years old and my pronouns are he, she, they, them, so you really can't misgender me. I'm kind of immune to misgender.
I mean, you're dressed as a castle. Are you even a gender?
My drag name comes from, well, the fact that my drag is very much like the shape of water. It takes on many different forms, it solidifies.
I see that. Aqua is really like the eccentric one, you know? She's the lucky stars of the group. So her describing herself as water makes total sense.
Becomes gaseous, liquid, and kind of fit any mold that it needs to. And my last name Flora is because I'm in the radiant kiki house of Flora here in Portland, Oregon.
Oh, I didn't know she was in a Kiki house. Noted, noted.
And Denver, Germany, I think there's a chapter. New York, obviously.
This edit with the, oh.
I mean, Diva, we're all over. Sprouting up all across the country. And the world. My biggest inspirations from drag come from anime, high fantasy, video games, pretty much all the nerd shit that you could imagine.
Okay, come on, nerd.
Mixed with sort of just the fashion world.
Fashion where? Because is this what you consider fashion? Just saying.
Avant-garde designs. Obviously, she's an impractical girl. I've been doing drag now for 3 years, and I actually started back when I was a senior in college, okay, in my college years, where she was feeling experimental. She wanted to...
I love when she was like, I was feeling experimental, as if this is not experimental.
She wanted to try some new things, you know, and now here I am, still slaying the day away 3 years later. My first time performing in drag was at the University of Oregon's annual student drag show, Skodux, where I decided to go out and wear an outfit made entirely of duct tape.
Not the duct tape look. Girl, we've seen too many of the duct tape looks. Good thing it was your first time in drag.
Definitely left my mark, especially on the stage, because my outfit literally fell apart.
See? Fell apart. We've seen it. Not gonna call anybody out. Next, we're gonna go to Gwen. Now, Gwen is a really interesting one to me. Spoiler alert. Gwen came in a little bit late because someone backed out of the competition. So they filmed this like afterwards. And yeah, it's a little bit, it's interesting. So this is gonna be fun.
Princess. Yo, Alpha is on Drag Duel. Hello. Here she comes. Hi, I'm Gwendolin Cometh. I am 22 at the time of airing. I use any and all pronouns, and I am from the small town of Flagstaff, Arizona.
I have no idea where Flagstaff, Arizona is. I don't even know if I know where Arizona is on a map. But then again, do Americans even know where Amsterdam is?
I got my drag name because I am obsessed with the movie The Labyrinth. I know, hot takes on the pod only today. But I was like, Jareth the Goblin King, hello, I want to be his wife. So I went by Gwen the Goblin Queen for a while. We don't talk about it. But I chose the name Gwen because the full name for Gwen is Gwendolyn. And I was like, you know what, one day I might want to do King Drag. So when I do King Drag, they can call me Dolan. When I do Queen Drag, they can call me Gwen. And then when I do both, hello, Gwendolyn, hello. Like, both as in, like, androgyny or thing. That's right, babes, I do it all.
Okay. I mean, Gwen is really coming with the personality. She comes off great on camera.
I've been doing drag now for about 2 years. I started in April of 2023. I can do math, yes.
That's exactly what I would have done too. Don't worry, Gwen.
I started in April of 2023 just by doing makeup and posting on my Instagram, and now we're about 2 years in, and I'm very excited about it. I love drag. Some of my biggest inspirations in drag include, obviously, like I said earlier, David Bowie's The Labyrinth. I love anything kooky and crazy and out of the ordinary, especially like things that build their own worlds. I love that because I like to think of Gwen as in her own world. So David Bowie's The Labyrinth, Jack Stauber's universe, anything like that that like builds up a world. Huge inspiration for me. Another big inspiration is horror. I'll probably pull out a lot of horror.
Horror. I will say that, like, so many queens and gays love horror. Horror is not my thing. I'll say it right now, horror is not my thing. And yeah, you're gonna see that on this season.
in my drag and Drag Duel, so get excited for that, my fellow horror geeks. I decided to compete on Drag Duel because, fun fact, I've been auditioning since season 1. I followed Saying the Unspoken, but I followed Stella Vox at the time, and she said that there were sign-ups happening, so I went and signed up after like 1 week of doing drag, and I actually told Derek and Bootsy in my current like audition form, I was like, I've been auditioning since season 1, go find me, you'll find me. If you can find the photo I submitted, you can put it here. If not, it's gonna look really awkward with me just doing that.
I love the no image found. No image found. It's like, bitch, we don't know who you were.
Season 2, I went back and looked at that audition tape. It was a little boo-boo. But season 3, I was on it. And now I'm here. Fun fact, I actually almost didn't get cast. I was the first alternate.
See, yeah, first alternate. Somebody backed out and Gwen came in, and honestly, I wish that person didn't back out because Gwen is fierce.
Hello, here I am. And I'm hoping to have my Jada Essence Hall moment, where originally I wasn't cast, but then I win, yes. Fans of Drag Duel should root for me, because number 1, okay, we have a queen winner, a king winner, but no thing winner. And I kind of do it all.
But do you do it all? Watch the season to find out.
I would be representing all y'all. But number 2, because we need a trans man winner. Like, right now. Okay, number 1, trans men are awesome. Number 2, especially in these trying times, trans people need good representation. And I think I would be great representation for trans people because I love standing up for my community. And also, I think I have good drag too, so double win. Hello. So please root for me. That would be amazing. I'll give you a virtual smooch, or if you're not into that, a virtual elbow bump. Yeah.
That was cute. That was really cute. Okay, now we're moving on to Heavy Cream.
I'm Heavy Cream, guaranteed to make every show at least 2% better. Hello, I'm Heavy Cream, the debonair dairy daddy extraordinaire.
Come on, alliteration.
I'm from Eugene, Oregon. I'm 38 years old.
Oh, hold on. Heavy Cream is older than me. I thought I was the old bitch in the crowd. Heavy Cream coming in representing.
And my pronouns are he, they. You may be wondering, how did I get the name Heavy Cream? Well, that all started one spicy evening when me and my partner were getting handsy. Unfortunately, those hands had been handling jalapenos. So to put out that spice, I poured milk all over my naughty bits. And from that spicy broth, Heavy Cream was born.
Oh my god, that's such a funny story.
I've always been drawn to the world of drag because it is the epitome of self-expression and self-love. It wasn't until I realized that drag kings were a thing that I realized that I too could be part of this.
Heavy Cream with the production of always building these like crazy elaborate sets. Ooh, should I not said that? I don't know, but they do.
My first time in drag was very different from what you see now. I performed an Imagine Dragons song, Bones, where I did a skeleton face look. Now, while this is different from my mug that you see right here, it's still something near and dear to me because before I was in drag, I was a really big fan of doing horror and zombie makeup.
Oh look, another horror person. Are we surprised? Gays in horror.
One of the previous cast members that I relate to most is definitely my fellow king, Dom Perignon. He's a multifaceted performer who's giving you looks, singing, and dancing. He's out there showing the world that kings are just as good and just as deserving of space as other performers. I decided to compete on Drag Duel because I'm ready to take my drag to the next level.
I will say that I never really appreciated Heavy Cream's makeup till right now. Holy this is good.
Bring out the absolute best in me, and I'm ready to give you my dairy best.
Come on, puns. Come on, daddy jokes. Okay, we are going with Hennessey next.
Hi, I'm Hennessey, and I'm gonna be Drag Duel Season 3 next top warrior. Oh, faggot.
Camera crazy motion?
My name's Hennessey. I'm from Washington, D.C. I'm 27, and I'm D.C.'s theater club kid with a mustache. I've been doing drag for about 7 years now.
7 years? Well, I don't know what, I didn't even, that makes sense.
I started back when I was in college. My friends made me do a little drag show. They said, get your cosmetics, get your dress, get your wig, do a little dance. And I said, oh, I love it. And then ever since then, I've been doing drag. I decided to compete on Drag Duel because I really wanted an opportunity to challenge myself. I love DC. I mean, look how gorgeous she is. Bitch, come back, come back. It's me. DC is great and all, but I really want to project my drag on a bigger platform and have a new and different audience really experience this Hennessey-ness.
It's interesting because she says, right now it's really important in DC. This was filmed before the craziness of DC, so you could just imagine it gets wilder. Next up, we have Minerva.
Hi everybody, my name is Minerva. I am 24 years old and I am from Denver, Colorado, and of course, there's a fucking loud car going by.
I love this wig.
Hi everybody, my name is Minerva. I am 24 years old. I'm from Denver, Colorado, and I am the alternative princess of the Rocky Mountains.
Remember when the runway theme was gold and purple? Where's the gold? Where's the purple?
I got my drag name from the Roman goddess of war, strategy, and wisdom because I am somebody that definitely likes to play games. I love to compete. I love to kind of slightly, play mind games because I'm always thinking 5 steps ahead.
Oh, 5 steps ahead and playing mind games. You couldn't say.
I'm also a person who is very wise with the decisions I make, specifically when it comes to competitions. So that's how I got my drag name. I have been doing drag for going on 12 years now. I started drag
12 years? Girl, I did not know what I was getting myself into.
Whenever I was 12 years old. 12 and 12 equals 24. So 12 years.
Wait, started doing drag at 12? Where did they live that they even were exposed to this? I mean, I love that they were exposed to drag at 12 and they knew what it was and they started doing it, but hell, I feel old.
Some of my biggest drag inspirations, honestly, are people within my own local scene here in Colorado, because Colorado has one of the most diverse drag scenes that I've ever seen, and I've traveled the country. I've gone on a 20-city solo tour.
Not a 20-city solo tour. Oh, just humble brag, humble brag.
No shade. Everybody else in the world really, really sleeps on Colorado, especially our drag scene. Some of my personal favorite people that I really look up to, obviously, is my mentor, Evie. Not only from her Drag Race season, but also just like her pre-Drag Race stuff is really, really still inspiring. And she taught me a lot that I still hold with me to this day. But some of my local icons like Nina Montaldo, who has been doing drag since the time that, honestly, it like really truthfully, it was illegal to wear drag outside. Like, she literally had to be wearing boy clothes to walk out her door, otherwise she would have went to jail. And she's been doing drag since those times, and she really, really inspires me and is somebody that I really heavily look up to in my drag scene.
I love her. I love Minerva, like, really hyping up local people and bringing up people I didn't know about. I'm gonna have to Google this bitch.
I decided to compete on Drag Duel because I, for a really long time, was so used to competing in drag, and I felt like that's where I really grew the most. And I really wanted to do it again, but I have been recently told that I am not allowed to compete in some competitions because it would be, quote, unfair, which I feel like is unfair to me because I love competing. Sorry, if you can't keep up, then you can't keep up. Like, I genuinely don't know what to tell you. And, like, I don't mean that in, like, the most arrogant way that it's gonna come across, but, like, I really love competing because it makes me build a friendship with other entertainers that I probably wouldn't have had the opportunity to build a friendship with before, but also I get to learn more about myself and put myself in situations that I probably wouldn't have put myself into. The fans of Drag Duel, I hope that you guys root for me because you like my drag, you like me and my personality, and I don't know, I am definitely going to be somebody this season where I'm going to be encouraging of you guys to talk to me and interact with me, have fun with me, tell me your thoughts on the episode, on my looks. I'm going to love you just as much as you love me.
Oh, I have so much to say, but I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. But that last line, girl, that last line. Okay, I'm so excited to see mine. I forgot what I said because I filmed this like back in March. So let's see how this turns out.
Dark, dazzling, and always dangerous. I'm Neon Noire. I don't like that one. Next. My attitude is iconic. My shade is electric. Is that correct? What is it? Shade iconic? And I wrote these. That's the worst part. My style is electric. My attitude is iconic.
Oh, not the bloopers. Not them including the bloopers. Having started drag during the pandemic, I was a bedroom queen. But girl, that did not last long. As soon as the bars opened, even for like a millisecond, I was in there trying to get a gig. I jumped on stage and looking back at it, girl, it was a mess. I didn't have padding, I didn't have breasts, I was wearing my boy clothes, my face was like so bad, but you couldn't tell me that I wasn't great. I jumped on stage and the bar gave me all the energy to make me want to do it immediately after. I ran into some other queens that gave me some inspirations and gave me some tips. They were super helpful, and honestly, it's been like a roller coaster ever since, you know, with gig after gig, thing after thing. I just had like a really great run at drag so far, and I just want to keep going up and up and up. So why did I want to compete in Drag Duel? Well, two things. First up, I feel like I am one of the hardest working, non-known queens in drag. So I don't know if I like myself in this. This is interesting to like see yourself a month later and edited by somebody else. Like, I do a lot of shit and nobody even knows that I exist. So I want to, you know, show my drag on a bigger platform and show people I exist and I am fierce. The other thing is, after watching season 2, I was like, girl, I not only can participate, but I can win. When the application process started, to me, I was 100% in. Like, maybe delusional, but that's not me calling myself delusional. Which is kind of true, though. Ooh, why should fans root for you on Drag Duel? Honestly, I don't necessarily know that I want that. I mean, yes, I want that, but I like being the underdog. I like being the dark horse. I like surprising people. So I actually am okay not getting rooted for at the beginning because I want to show you how good and fierce I really am. But if you want my little sales pitch here with Neon Noire, you are always gonna get a production, whether it be a great photo shoot, whether it be a great lip sync, whether it be a great costume, I always give it 110%, and that is the Neon Noire brand. That is the Neon Noire brand. Oh my God, what did they do to me? Okay, next we are gonna go to a Robaire Banned.
Who's gonna answer the door when Robaire knocks? Is that illegal to steal? What is up, Drag Duel? My name is Robaire Banned. I'm 26. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm from Los Angeles, California in the United States.
I will say this look is really extravagant. Like, all of these pieces, really amazing construction, I will say. Like, I don't even know how you even go about something like this.
How did I get my drag name? I gave it to myself.
I gave it to myself.
Okay, some of my biggest drag inspirations. I'm really inspired by like cartoon supervillains, by rock stars, by clowns, by like zombie movies.
See, zombies make sense for me. From what I know of Robaire, zombies made sense. Clowns threw me off because I don't see him as a very clowny type person.
Really anything like horror, I think is...
Horror also makes sense. Not with this look specifically, but, you know, I've seen a few things.
Gone a lot into like creating Robaire. I would say I relate most to Chai because she's like a similar age to me. She's like alternative and does a lot of like alt drag, and also like is like a hyper drag artist. Like she's a hyper queen and I am a hyper king, so I feel like we're two sides of the same coin.
The one thing about Robaire is that he's a cis man doing king drag. Already king drag is not appreciated for in general. Like it's just a thing within the community, which I don't understand. And then to come into it as a man doing king drag, you're really putting yourself on the back foot. And I appreciate that he's like really pushing those boundaries of like what drag is and what drag should be. So, or what it can be. Like, it's an artistic form. Do king, do queen, do thing. Like, I love that. And that's why I really like Robaire.
Why did I decide to compete on Drag Duel? That's the motherfucking question, isn't it? That's what I'm wondering right about now. No, I thought it would be fun, and it is, but I haven't started yet, so I don't actually know if it will be. But I feel like it will be fun.
It's fun, but I haven't started yet. Like, girl, this thing gets crazy. The amount of work that goes into this show is actually a lot more. So, seeing him say this, like, I remember when I was there filming these, we didn't know what we were getting ourselves into.
I just am excited to, like, do a drag competition. I feel like there's not enough drag competitions in LA, or at least not enough that I am eligible to participate in.
And that's the tea. Enough that there is enough to participate in. Even me as a bearded queen, there's just not that many things that we always fit into. I can only imagine as a king, a male king. Like, yeah.
Wanted a reason to compete. I think fans will want to root for me because I bring a new perspective to the competition. I think like a lot of people don't know what I would do for a lot of these like feminine lip syncs especially, and I think I can bring a lot of like unexpected cool drag to the competition.
Okay, let's see it. Unexpected cool drag to the competition. Let's see it. Next, we are gonna go to Shafrania.
Made this sound because I'm empty on the inside.
It made a sound because I'm empty on the inside. I mean, that's some crazy Shafrania shit if I've ever heard it myself.
Greetings, mortals. I'm Shafrania, Lord of the Butterflies. I use she/any pronouns. I am 22 years old and I am from Moscow, Russian Federation.
So having somebody from Moscow, I will say, was interesting because, I mean, first of all, I know nothing of Russia except for what we hear on the news, and Russia is in a war right now with Ukraine, but this is also, like, not part of that because it's queer art. When I heard this, I don't know if you're going to see the reaction in the episode, but, like, to me, it was kind of crazy. But honestly, Shafrania is a lovely, lovely person, and like I kind of feel bad how I judged her so quickly.
I got my name from the flower saffron. It is a beautiful flower, a beautiful shade of orange, a most expensive spice. And also, nobody expects a person named Saffron to be a little bit edgy.
But her name is Shafrania, not Saffron.
I've started doing drag to reflect on my complex feelings about fear and femininity, being a bit of a megalomaniac, and you know, drag gives me a lot of opportunities to realize my megalomaniac projects, and it really helped me become a braver and a more self-sustainable person, let's just say that. I am really inspired by Bjork, by her biography and her style journey.
Okay, inspired by Bjork makes 100% sense with Shafrania. Like, wait till you see her on the show. Like, this lady's kooky in all the best ways.
I take a lot of fashion inspiration from Thierry Mugler and Elsa Schiaparelli, and a huge shout out to my drag mother Vanette, because I took a lot of materials, sewing patterns, makeup tips from her, and she helped me develop my own style. The first time I was on stage, I performed to Man-Eater by Nelly Furtado. I looked very busted, I did...
Come on, Nelly Furtado, repping Canada!
I was so confident that I didn't even stretch before my performance. I tore something in my leg while trying to do a split, and I couldn't walk for a week. I wouldn't have it any other way.
I mean, at least you can do a split. I can't.
I wanted to compete on Drag Duel because I wanted a big challenge. You know, the bigger the challenge, the sweeter the victory when you overcome it. And also, I wanted to do Drag Duel because, you know, Russian nightclub scene is kind of dead right now, and so this is the only way for me to get my art out there and keep performing regularly.
Fair point. I can only imagine how Russia is in the middle of a war. Next up, we have Smokey Karmikael.
I don't know. Pop your pussy and suck some dick. That's all I gotta say.
Come on, Smokey. I thought you would have done some, like, smoking tagline.
Hey y'all, what's the motherfucking tea? My name is Smokey Karmikael. I am from Chicago, Illinois, the big windy city. And I am 25 years old. I am a Scorpio and apparently a Libra rising.
Come on, Scorpio. We're both Scorpios. Ha 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 ha.
I got my drag name by watching the Rugrats. If you know Susie Carmichael, it's pretty much the same thing.
I never clicked that. I love the Rugrats. You know what, Smokey? If you're watching this, I need a Rugrats look from you. Pull out the Rugrats look.
But I mix Smokey with something that I love doing, which is smoking.
See? She loves smoking, so her tagline should be about smoking. Like I'm smoking the competition, or I don't know, something like that.
What made me decide to do drag? Well, bitch, I love money and I love attention.
Sorry, you don't get into drag because you love money. It doesn't pay well.
Number 2, I just love doing drag. It is an outward expression of my heart's and my mind's, like, inner creativity. So I just feel really good being on stage and being able to produce anything that my heart and my mind can come up with. Some of my biggest drag inspirations,
You know what? I've never really appreciated how good Smokey's paints. Like, I'm looking at this, like, mug and the eyebrows with so good.
Divvy it up into 2 sections, overall inspirations and also just drag inspiration in general. For overall inspiration, I always pull from Beyonce, Donna Summer, Diana Ross. I love the divas and I love the queens because I consider myself a big black queen. Minus the big.
Girl, you said it, not me. You said it.
Why did I decide to compete on Drag Duel? Well, first of all, I would have to say that I enjoy online competitions. For me, they were always the base and the heart of what I did growing up in like the drag scene.
See, that's really interesting because she's like, I really love online competitions. I've never even heard of online competition. So I came into this with like a whole, like, I was discovering this whole thing. I didn't know it existed. I only knew like my own scene. So the fact that people like did this and like have tried out for several seasons and like did other online competitions, I was like, oh, I just applied once.
During COVID and during the pandemic, it was my only outlet online. And they always are gonna hold a special place in my heart. But ultimately, I decided to reach out and try and audition for Drag Duels because I just saw my sisters Trisha and Christy do it, and it really re-sparked my ignition for what drives my art and what drives my drag. Just being able to reach new people and meet new friends, it's always just such an interesting idea and a concept to me that I always was like fascinated by. My House of Prophet sisters, Christy and Trisha, are just 2 of the people I related to from that season. Seeing Trisha's just rawness.
And you see, that's the thing. A lot of these competitors, like Smokey, they have people who have done the show before. I didn't.
Ability to just be vulnerable, especially in like times like that, would just resonated so much more with me. And then Christy just being the overly produced person that she is. She's always gonna give you a production. She's always gonna give you something that's entertaining. And she's always gonna put something at the forefront where it's amazing. And I always resonate with that because I see that a little bit of myself. And then from season 2, I would have to say Dontasia. You know, I'm always gonna have to go for the black girls. I love my niggas. Oh, it's black. Okay, I can say it. Anyways, yes, but Dontasia, I love her. She is a key. I saw her on the season and I was like, I'm just eating it up. I love her. I love her. I don't know. She's fierce. She's pussy. She's found. She's all of it. I'm gonna give you a key. I'm gonna give you a good time. I'm gonna give you something like, you know, to chew on, to succulate on. You know, I'm gonna give you mother's milk. I'm all of it, baby. I mean, you see it. Get into it. I can pull my titty out right now. You can live, but like, I don't know. Get into it.
I mean, Smokey is full of personality, and that video really captures like who she is as a spirit, you know what I mean? Next up, we have Stella.
My name is Stella Incognito. I'm 23 years old and I'm from Zagreb, Croatia.
So like 23, 26, everybody was so young on this show. I felt like such an old lady.
The name Stella was given to me by my dearest friend from Serbia, and I have been doing drag for about 5 years now. Back then, I watched a show with these beautiful, gorgeous women until I realized those were men.
Oh, this outfit looks so much better in this video. This is like the first time I'm seeing it like this because we saw like just like a little snippet picture.
My first time in full drag publicly was actually 2 years ago at Europride in Malta. I have met lots of lovely people. Besides that, I felt so accepted, and I have also met Crystal Versace and Ahura.
Crystal Versace and Ahura. Oh, he's from the UK. Yeah.
I believe I have what it takes to win this whole competition. I'm a seamstress, I'm a wig stylist, I'm the dancing diva of Zagreb, Croatia, and I'm literally so funny. And only 3 of those are a lie.
Only 3 of those are a lie. That is funny. Well, fun fact, she is a seamstress and she is a wig artist, so 2 of those are a lie.
From the previous seasons of Drag Duel, the one person I relate to the most is Titanic Donovan, because I think they are such an amazing fashion icon, and I just love them. The Drag Duel fans should root for me because I'm literally the most funny queen, and pretty, and gorgeous, and skinny.
Good job, Stella. That was a cute video. Next, let's go with Transjenifahs Gawdy. We just call her Trans for short, okay? Oh my god, this is already so stupid. I love it.
Turn transgender, turn transgender, turn transgender, turn... Transgender? Where? That's not a star in my pants. I just took a shit.
Trans, what is this? Oh my god, these lines.
Hello, everybody. My name is Transjenifahs Gawdy, and I am a 23-year-old drag queen hailing from the great state of Boise, Idaho. In and out of drag, my pronouns are she, they, and I'm not like other Jennifahs. I'm way more trans.
That's a cute line. I'm not like other Jennifahs, I'm just trans.
We're all born naked, and the rest is cross-dressing. I have been doing drag now for 2 years.
Wait, she's only been doing drag for 2 years? That's crazy to me. Because she like sews and everything. Ooh, some of these people have been doing it for 10 years.
I have been a fully fledged cross-dresser though for 7+, so I'm not new to this, I am true to this.
Oh, okay, well, that changes things. This makes more sense. Based on her skills, I was like, how has she been only doing this for 2 years? No, she's been doing it for 7.
My drag name comes from the iconic gay horror movie Jennifer's Body, and also it comes from the fact that I just look a lot like Megan Fox.
Baby, you wish you looked like Megan Fox.
I initially started doing drag because it just kind of brought together a whole bunch of different passions that I had already grown up loving. I was always a performer. I'm always somebody that took a big interest in the visual arts, in makeup, in dancing, in musical theater. And so I feel like drag kind of allows me to take all of these passions that I had grown up loving and, you know, put them into something that will provide me money. That's always nice.
Yo, I think I need to go to like the US because all these people talking about making money in drag, like, girl, we are not making that much money.
Well, my first time on stage in drag actually was for a Trans Day of Visibility show. And that was a little over 2 years ago now. And it was at my local bar in Boise, Idaho. And it was really cool. I got to do a Marsha P. Johnson mixed with Beyonce. So it was very interesting. It was a very good time. I honestly don't remember a lot of it, but I do remember having a lot of fun and getting to kind of show up and be there for my trans family, and it meant a lot to me.
I mean, doing a whole conceptual idea for your first performance, baby, I did short dick man. Like, I didn't do nothing crazy.
I actually kind of started drag at the same time, or at least started performing on stages at the same time that I started watching Drag Duel around the first season. And so it's kind of cool because I've allowed my drag to progress and to grow up with this series. And I've just been like such a big fan of it that I'm like, I want to put my hat in the ring. You know, I love drag. We all love to kiki. We all love to talk. But it's a very different thing to do it and to put your foot in the ring. And I'm ready. I got my tentacles locked and loaded.
No, that's true. The amount of times people are like, oh, the queen should have done this, or this is bad, or whatever. I'm like, you do it. You do it, and then let's talk, right? But she's doing it. And she's doing it fiercely.
I would say the people that I most related to and the people that I most connected with on the first 2 seasons of Drag Duel were everybody trans, honestly. I loved Christy Da Vinci. I loved a diva that can sew. I create all of my own things. I love to sew, so I really appreciate the dolls that sew.
Every fucking queen on this season sews. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Wait till you see this season. Baby, I was not prepared.
I loved Orbit, obviously, and AJ Knox. Yeah, honestly, all of the trans divas I just really resonated with. I couldn't tell you why though. It's just crazy coincidence. I believe you should root for me this season on Drag Duel because I put my whole heart and soul into what I do. Drag really is my passion. It is my livelihood. I believe it is what I was born to do. I love to create art. I do it for the sake of art and because it is my passion and because I have such a love for this art form. I'm a decent person, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you.
You're a decent person, you're not gonna lie to me. You know what? I love trans and she's right about that. But I want to see what you said behind her back. I want to see what you said to camera. I want to see the edit. Next, we're going to go with Zotic.
I can be your angle or your devil, but mostly, I'm just a fool. My name is Zotic. I am your local cryptid, an infernal shapeshifter, here to incite some creative chaos on this season of Drag Duel. I am currently 31 years old, and I reside in Phoenix, Arizona.
Oh, I didn't realize that Zotic was that old. I thought they were much younger.
I got my name by creating an OC with full backstory and lore that I decided to turn into a drag persona. I have been making looks and kind of working on this persona since 2019. However, I only started performing on stage in drag in May of 2024.
That's crazy to me that so many people have started drag but didn't go out performing till like many years later. Huh. Very different from my journey.
I decided to start doing drag because I realized it is an art form that requires multiple disciplines, and with how my brain works, I struggle with sticking in one lane.
I feel you. I think I didn't realize that when I started doing drag, but I like doing so many things that drag is like, oh, one day you can be editing, the next day you can be filming, the next day you can be doing makeup, the next day you're making a costume. Like, you have so many things to do in drag that there's, especially for like ADHD, there's always a project to do, you know what I mean? So I understand that from Zotic.
So with this, you know, you have to know how to do wigs, you have to know how to do makeup, you know, you have to know how to perform. There's so many different things you have to know how to do, and that just, my cup of tea. Who are some of your biggest drag inspirations? Off the top of my head, I would have to say Elvira, Throb Zombie, Sasha Velour, Vander Von Odd, and then it's gonna sound really dumb, but honestly, my community. Once I started—
Off the top of my head, let's list like all of these people. Like, they didn't think about this answer. But I mean, those are really cool inspirations. But you see, a little bit spooky, a little bit creepy. It's kind of a theme on this season.
Some of the performances that I see really inspire me, and I look up to a lot of people in the way of like performance and like elevating your drag and just turning out cool things. I don't know. Tell us about your first time in drag. Disgusting! I've been a crusty boy for a long time, and you know, there's still some crust around the edges, but we're working on it.
Okay, this headpiece, like this face mask split thing, is actually much cooler than I gave it credit for, because I saw the pictures and I wasn't really fond of this look, but this headpiece is actually pretty good.
Meet new people and work with limited means. I find that a lot of artists tend to work better with limited means, and I want the opportunity to do that. I know that sounds funny, but I just really want to challenge myself and see how far I can go. And I'm just excited to be here.
I will say that the costume itself, though, is not as elevated as the mask. And that's what this video is showing me, because in the picture, it all, at least, like, it made a decent picture. But seeing it like this in video, the mask is great, and the body needs a little bit more, in my opinion.
Who did you relate to most from season 1 or season 2? As weird as it's gonna sound, I'm gonna say David Puck from season 2, only because
I love David Puck too. I think that was my answer. It was David Puck and Dom Perignon. They were my 2 favorites from the past season.
when he left, he said that he came here and did what he wanted to do. And I had a very similar experience with a local competition that we have here in Arizona, where once we got towards the end of the competition, I was just kind of like, yep, I came here and did what I wanted to do, which was essentially rip off the Band-Aid to get over my stage fright. And I did that, and after that, I felt fine and dandy.
I like David Puck because I just liked his drag, but that works too.
Why should fans root for you? Because I'm just a little guy. I don't know. In all seriousness, just because it's going to be a journey. And I want to invite y'all to come with me on this journey. And I know I already said it, I'm just excited to be here.
That's a cute answer. Like, my answer was so dumb. Like, that, like, it's gonna be a journey. That is the truth. Like, this show is very, like, when you film, if you make it all the way to the end, when you film it, it's like 8 months that we're filming, by the way, right? And so, not only are you being challenged, not only are you getting critiqued, not only are you putting into stuff that you never would have done, but also time goes by. So everybody, I feel, has evolved in their drag during the show, whether they've been there like 1 week or they made it all the way to the finale. I mean, some more than others though. And finally, we go to Glass Staine.
Always paint trade.
Okay, this paint trade thing, you gotta remember, we filmed this back in March. It was relevant at the time. Now, meh.
Hello again, Drag Duel. My name is Glass Staine. I'm 27 years old. I use she, her pronouns in drag, he, him pronouns out of drag, and I'm still the biggest cunt in Hartford, Connecticut. So when I first started drag, I was an edgy teenager, and my favorite band at the time was Crystal Castles. And the lead singer's name was Alice Glass. So I took her last name, I made it my first name, and then Staine comes from kind of like a pun on stained glass. And also Staine is very like dirty and like grimy and gross, so it just like kind of made sense in my head. And I added an E at the end of Staine because I thought Glass Staine without the E just looked like really, really ugly.
So spoiler alert, Glass is from season 1 and is a comeback warrior. That was a shock to us. But the thing is that I didn't watch season 1, so when this gag happened, I didn't even know it was a gag. I just thought somebody, they forgot to announce somebody. It was weird.
Why did you decide to compete on Drag Duel again?
I decided to compete on Drag Duel again because I have had, since my season, this deep desire and need to redeem myself to the audience, because you're gonna hear me say this a million times, but what you saw on season 1, that is not me. Like, I look back on pretty much everything I did and I'm like, girl, I looked like Boo Boo the Fool. I don't know, I felt like at that time in my drag career, I had such a disconnect between what I wanted to do and what I could do and who I thought I was. And I feel like now I am more secure in my drag. I have done great things with my drag. I have really elevated my drag and have come a long way, so much compared to where I was in season 1. And I feel like you guys deserve to see that. And I feel like I need to make myself proud, because I'll be real, no matter where I place in this competition, as long as I make myself proud and I feel like I have redeemed myself, I could give a damn less.
I think that's really good attitude, because coming back, you see it on on Drag Race All-Stars, right? People come back and they're like, I need to do better than I did before, or I want to do this. But just coming back and being like, I just want to show the drag I wish I would have shown on the previous season, I think is such a healthy attitude, because you don't know what's going to happen in this competition. And I'm not gonna say any things, but some people, when they got eliminated, were very, very upset about their eliminations, while other people took it a little bit better. So yeah, so this is a healthy way to do that.
I feel like the Drag Duel audience should root for me because no shade to the other contestants, but I have something to prove that they don't. I've done this before, I did not do well, and I'm here to redeem myself. I love challenging people's expectations. I promise I will not do anything else that any of these other contestants are going to do on this season. I feel like I truly, without sounding so cocky, I feel like I am a one-of-a-kind drag artist. Like, I don't know, if you don't root for me, you're like fat phobic or like bearded queen phobic or something.
I mean, there's me, full beard. There's Glass, which has got like this half beard thing. And then we had Hennessey, which had a mustache queen. So the bearded ladies were in the building this season. I'm just saying, like, we were representing. Okay, and that was the Meet the Queens. How exciting was that? So obviously I know everybody, but this is the first time we're actually getting to see an edited version, and I've never seen any of these. I learned so much about my fellow competitors. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, what did you think of this video? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let me know in the comments down below. I do read all of them. I'm thinking of maybe turning this into a series where I watch the video. So if you like it, let me know. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Once again, my name is Neon Noire, at Miss Neon Noire on all social platforms. And I'll see you in my next video. Toodaloo.